Merry Christmas, all you beautiful people.
Merry Christmas, everybody. This is our Christmas episode. We miss doing this.
These were always fun.
Yeah.
We didn't decorate, but we're going to have some fun with some Disney games.
I'm at least a little festive. I mean, not the right company that we do news for, but...
But this show's not going to be strictly Disney related, as we're talking all things Christmas movies.
Yes, it's going to be a relatively shorter episode, so this is dropping on the actual holiday, so literally Merry Christmas. This is just going to be a nice little snippet for when you guys are all done with breakfast and...
Waiting for everyone to get ready to open the gifts.
Yep. And just pop this on and listen to your boys as they carol you.
We will not be singing.
Holy night, the sun will shine. Something, any Jesus' birth. That's all I got.
My favorite snippet from any Christmas song is from the Family Guy Christmas, when Peter goes, Jessica Biel and Megan Fox wearing nothing but their socks, but all I want for Christmas is you. That's my favorite segment.
So good.
No Disney gossip this week. Some quick house cleaning. Check us out on social media at the Disinsider. That's Facebook. That's TikTok. That's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. We're throwing out some cool TikToks now and then, so check us out. Instagram, News from the Castle. I think we're on board now that we all know to go to News from the Castle. So go there. And am I missing anything?
Yes.
Please.
Did you happen to send out episode 2's gift?
It's in the mail now.
Perfect.
Just went out.
No, so whoever commented on
his name was Andrew. Mega Wicked.
Yeah.
Or is it Adam? It's Adam.
Anyway, so people who commented on the third video, we will pick the winner when we come back after the new year. But no winner announced today. So look out for winning after episode 4, since this is not technically an episode number. This is just going to be the Disinsider Christmas special.
Are we going to let them vote on this episode?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
So enjoy this Christmas episode. Yeah. However, before we get into our first topic, we're not wearing the merch that we
I was going to say, we have our ad.
And that's boardwalktimes.store. For all your favorite gifts in the Disney fandom, from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Muppets, the theme parks. Go to boardwalktimes.store. Use code DISINSIDER.
The Disinsider 10.
I think it's just Disinsider.
No, it's the Disinsider 10.
You double checked?
Yeah, because I edit the videos.
Oh, well, okay. Take over, Derek.
It's the Disinsider 10. Use the code for 10% off your order. Maybe some last minute. Well, if this is coming out on Christmas, then you should have done it 2 weeks ago.
A New Year's Eve gift.
New Year's Eve gifts, birthday gifts. If you want to rep Boardwalk Times at your, either if you're in California or Florida or Paris or China or anywhere else, there's a Disneyland.
Just everywhere.
Yeah.
The Disney
rep the Boardwalk merch.
The local
it's
Disney
some good
store
stuff.
in Russia.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to go down to your local crackhead mall and go to the one of the surviving Disney stores still left in existence, rep your Boardwalk Times merch for everything underneath the Disney banner. Use code TheDisinsider10 for 10% off your order.
Nicely done. I love it.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get into our first holiday-filled game. If you remember last episode, we did, and again, let me preface this by saying this horrible title will change. We did Disney Critic Challenge.
I like that. I think it should stay.
Okay, then, okay.
We just need a cool graphic for it.
We do. I will make one.
Sweet.
Now we're going to do Christmas Critic Challenge.
And Skyler, I kind of made yours a little tough.
I know.
Just because you're way better at this than I am.
No, you did really well last week.
I had to get the most hints.
No, well, you got one without the first hint.
Oh, that's
true.
You
did really well. So this is going to be tough. But to recap, essentially, Derek and I are going to give each other movies. We're going to tell them the Rotten Tomatoes critic score, the Rotten Tomato audience score, and the cinema score grade without giving them the movie title. Our jobs is to guess the movie titles based on those clues. Yes. And then if we can't get it right, we'll get hints as we go.
2 hints per person. I'm going to put that down. If there's a game, there needs to be a set rules.
I think 3 strikes you're out.
All right. 3 hints.
3 hints, you're out.
Subject.
All right. So let's get into it. While we're doing this, in the comments. Let us know what your favorite Christmas movie is. We would love to know.
But this is not for a gift. Do it on the next episode, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, but we want to know your favorite Christmas movie. Doesn't have to be Disney. You want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You go first.
All right. Your movie has a Rotten Tomato critic score of 32%.
Ooh.
An audience score of 27%. And a cinema score of a B+. What's that Christmas movie?
Oh, let's see. Is it Bad Santa?
It is not Bad Santa.
Dang it.
Would you like your first hint?
I would like my first hint.
Your first hint is it's a sequel.
The Santa Claus 2.
Incorrect.
The Santa Claus 3?
Incorrect. Would you like your third hint?
I would like. Wait, did I not get a second hint?
I told you your first hint, it's a sequel.
Yeah, and then you said, are you ready for your third hint?
I did say, are you ready? And you took 2 guesses. You said the Santa Claus 2, the Santa
Oh,
Claus
okay. All right, last hint.
Okay. In this franchise, there is 5 movies.
5 movies. Oh, is this 5 movies all Christmas?
All Christmas related.
Okay, I was going to say, is it something National Lampoon? There's 5 of these. Okay. Is it How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Would you like to know the movie?
I would like to know the movie.
Home Alone 3.
Dang it.
Kind of
There's
tough.
5?
There's 5.
I did not know there was 5.
There are 5.
Obviously, the second one's the best of them all, correct?
Amen.
Which I still have never seen.
Amen. But Derek's speaking the truth.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus one.
All right,
awful.
so
the new one they did with the
Oh,
kid from
yeah,
Jojo Rabbit. It's
yeah.
awful. And Kimmy
Well.
Schmidt.
Well, that's what you get when you get 2 of the least funny guys from SNL to write that movie.
Oh, that's
no,
right.
you got to give something up to Mikey Day, but
He's
he
got
was a
his
part
own.
of a trio, so
That's true. All right.
it's just the David Blaine's the magic. That's one of my
Wanna
favorite
see some
skits he's ever done.
magic?
No,
You David
demon,
Blaine.
cheese it, cheese it.
I love this.
I got a new sweater, big whoop.
What did you do to my sweater?
You know what else is orange? I don't know, cheese its.
Look in your cup. Where's
My orange soda. I'm levitating. I'm levitating.
No,
If you guys
David
haven't
Blaine.
seen those, you
no
guys need to
David
look that up.
Blaine.
Yes. No, David Blaine. Here, I owe your son this. It's the $20 bill. Anyway. Okay, so I have 1 incorrect.
Okay, so go ahead. Hit me with your best shot and fire away.
Alrighty. The Rotten Tomatoes critic score for this movie is 70%.
Oh.
The Rotten Tomatoes audience score is 86%. And the cinema score is a B+. What is that Christmas movie?
Oh, wow. That's tough because B+ on cinema score, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah.
When it's cinema score.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess. Oh my gosh. The Night Before.
No. Incorrect. Would you like your first hint?
Yes, please.
This came out in the 1980s.
Okay. Is this Christmas movie Scrooged?
No. Would you like your second hint?
Please.
This is one part of a movie of a bunch of movies that are not necessarily Christmas.
Is this National Lampoon's Christmas
This is
Vacation?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I knew you were going to get it with that last one.
That's a good hint.
Dang it.
You ready for your second Christmas movie?
Let's do it.
Your movie has a Rotten Tomato critic score of 20%,
Oh, my God.
a Rotten Tomato audience score of 70%,
Oh.
and a cinema score of A-.
Oh. Okay.
What is that movie?
20%, 70% A-. So critics just hated this movie, which means that we probably like it. I'm going to say, is it Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Incorrect.
I would like my first hint, please.
Your movie is also in a franchise of movies and shows. It's in a big franchise. And only this one movie is related to Christmas.
But it has an overlurking cast between these
One character shows up in all these movies and shows.
Oh, and shows?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Is it... Oh... I don't know, man.
That's going to be your biggest hint without me giving it away on the next hint, which I will.
Right.
Because I don't know the right hint for this.
Yeah.
But let me recap.
Okay.
This movie isn't a part of a, I would say, franchise. It's a bunch of like one-off movies with this same character as the main focus. It's like they are the star of these movies, and they have supporting cast around them.
Is it the Santa Claus 3?
No.
Oh. I would like my third and final hint, please.
This character is a man in drag.
It's a man in drag? Oh, dude, I don't... a man in drag. Oh, dude.
Very funny character to a lot of people.
Very funny
Maybe not to
character.
you and me, but a funny character to a lot of people.
Man in drag. Christmas movie.
Again, the other movies that the man in drag appears in could be different topics. It's not just... This movie just happens to be the Christmas one.
It's just nothing is ringing any bells.
This was kind of hard. I tried my best to give you the best sense. Would you like to know the title?
Yes.
This is Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas. Sorry.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would have never guessed that, dude.
Tell me the man in drag's not like the best.
That is really good. That is
trying to
really
give
good.
it
I was
a-
leaning towards Eddie Murphy, and then I was thinking of like Eddie Murphy movies,
yeah,
but
yeah, that I
cannot
see
believe
that,
Tyler
yeah.
Perry didn't show up. All right,
Oh,
I'm
my
0 for 2 now.
That's okay.
Bah, humbug. Okay. Your next movie has a Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 52%,
Oh boy.
has a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 58%,
Oh.
and is a cinema score of an A.
Is this Bad Santa?
No.
First hint, please.
First hint. It came out in the mid 2000s. We're talking 2005 to 2010.
Is this Deck the Halls?
Incorrect. This is a classic retelling of a very old Christmas story.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to get this one wrong. It's a classic retelling of a Christmas story?
Yes, there has been many movies of this particular story, and the protagonist, or if you want to call him an antagonist, is one of the most famous characters in literature.
Is this Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol?
It is Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
You gave it away big time on that
yeah.
guess. So I won't take credit on
was
that.
it because I said protagonist or antagonist?
When you said it's a classic Christmas story, I'm like, okay, it's got to be A Christmas Carol. But I didn't think that movie came out that long.
I was going to
that
also
far.
say the animation is freaky looking.
It is freaky looking.
All right, go for it. God, I need one. You're 2 for 2. I'm 0 for 2.
Yours are pretty hard. I didn't realize how hard I'm
Yeah,
throwing
but I'm
these.
also giving you really like just dumb guesses or dumb hints to where you'll get it.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Your Rotten Tomato critic score has a 0%, audience score of 31%, and a cinema score of a D.
Oh, is this the new Home Alone?
No.
Oh.
No, but that's a great guess because that's how bad this movie is.
Okay, first hint.
This movie is a sequel to a cult classic Christmas movie that we enjoyed while we were growing up.
Is this? I don't know the name of the movie, but is this a sequel to A Christmas Story?
Incorrect.
Dang
but I
it.
like the guess. I love the guess because it came out around the same time. Great guess.
Third hint, please.
You gave me an easy. This is a sequel to a movie that in the original had Sinbad in it.
Oh, this is the sequel to Jingle All the Way.
This is the sequel to Jingle All the Way. Nicely done.
All you had to say was Sinbad, and I was like, oh, yeah.
But if I would have said Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'd be like,
I would have
yeah.
gotten him. Yeah, sure. Okay,
so that makes it
what
tough.
is it? Jingle All the Way to what?
Starring Larry the Cable Guy.
There's no subtitle?
Nope.
That's so funny. All right, 1 and 2. Alrighty, your third Christmas movie has a Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 17%.
Oh my God.
Has a Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 39%. And has a cinema score of a B fat plus.
Oh my God.
What is this Christmas movie?
Well, it can't be the new Home Alone because you guessed it on mine. But I don't know. It could be that bad. But you said you didn't know there was a new Home Alone. Is this Christmas with the Cranks?
No, it's not.
I'd like my first hint.
First hint. This is a sequel to a big franchise.
Is this A Christmas Story 2?
No.
Okay.
The first one came out in the 90s, and this specific movie came out about 20 years later.
In the 90s? The original came out in the 90s.
Yeah, the original came out in the 90s.
Oh my God.
And it's probably regarded as one of the best Christmas movies.
There's no way this is the new Home Alone.
No, it's not.
Okay, give it to me. I don't know.
It is the Santa Claus 3.
It's got that low of a critic and audience score.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny because I went to elementary school with one of the elves in that movie.
I went to school with the stunt coordinator on that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. She was and she was also on Drake and Josh too. She used to be a little actress, and now I don't know what she's doing. Okay.
Look her up. All right.
I'll look her up.
You ready for this one? Let's get you on track.
Let's do it.
You should get this.
You're 2 and 1. I'm 1 and 2.
Your movie has a Rotten Tomato critic score of 94%.
Oh.
Has an audience score of 94%.
Oh.
And a cinema score of A+.
This has to be a Christmas Story.
This is not incorrect.
Dang it. First hint, please.
Not everyone thinks this is a Christmas movie.
Oh, is this Die Hard?
This is Die Hard.
Alrighty.
Pretty easy hint. I
Yeah,
think.
that is, yeah.
But what am I gonna?
Yeah, I was also gonna lean towards Edward Scissorhands too.
Oh, that's Christmas without
It's
being Christmas.
Christmassy,
Yeah,
you know?
that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
actually
cool.
a really good guess.
All right, this one may be tough, bud. Rotten Tomatoes critic score of a 19%. Rotten Tomatoes audience score of a 40%. And a cinema score of a B+.
Okay. It's theatrical. Okay. Holy smokes. It's that bad?
Yes.
Is this Christmas with the Cranks?
No.
All right, first hint.
First hint, it came out in the late 90s.
The late 90s. Okay. Is this... Wow. Richie Rich A Christmas Wish?
No. Okay, your second hint. This may give it away. It stars a Batman.
No. Okay.
It stars a person that has played Batman before.
Oh, God. It's that. I like this movie if this is what it is. I actually really like this movie.
I think you got it.
It's Surviving Christmas?
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
Last but not least, this your third and final hint, it's a retelling of a popular Christmas song.
Of a popular Christmas song?
Yeah. A Christmas song and a claymation from the 60s. It's a retelling of a certain character.
Oh my God. That's a great hit. Oh wow. Is this Jack Frost?
This is Jack Frost.
I like that movie too.
This is Jack Frost.
The critics
Michael Keaton was the Batman you were looking for.
I thought Ben Affleck because everyone always talks smack on Surviving Christmas. But yeah, that's wow. I didn't even think of Jack Frost.
Yeah. Okay. Your
last one.
Last one.
Your movie has a Rotten Tomato critic score of a 94%.
Ooh.
Has a audience score of 95%. and there is no cinema score listed, and you'll know why when you make your guess.
Okay. Is this movie A Night Before?
No.
Dang. First name, please.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. Okay. Is it It's a Wonderful Life?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Hey, baby. There we go.
That's why I had no cinema score. Way too
right.
long.
Oh, yeah. 1940s ain't going to have nothing.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So I finished, what, 3 for 2?
Yeah.
Or 2 and 3?
Whatever. Did you get Home Alone 3?
No.
Did you get a Medea Christmas?
No.
Okay, so you were 3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay, cool. All right. Your last movie.
Oh, there's one more.
Rotten Tomato critics score of a 49%.
You just give me all the poopers, aren't
Yep.
you?
Rotten Tomatoes audience score of a 58%, but the cinema score is an A-. What is this movie?
Is this Christmas with the Cranks?
No, it's not goddamn Christmas with the Cranks.
Okay.
First, it came out in the early 2000s.
I only have 2 in the forefront of my mind right now, like early 2000s Christmas. It's that and Deck the Halls.
Did you just guess Deck the Halls?
Yeah, I did.
No. It is probably one of the most well-renowned Christmas movies that people still watch with their Christmas marathons.
Oh.
And your last hint will totally give it away.
Can you give me the scores again? Just the audience and critic.
Audience is a 58%. Critic is a 49%. Cinema score A-.
Is this Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yes, it is. Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
That movie got trashed by critics, and that movie's really good.
I love it. I saw it in
awesome.
theaters when right when it came out. I was just a young buck.
I saw Emperor's New Groove, and I snuck in when Studio Movie Girl was Krikorian. I snuck in to see The Grinch.
My third hint was going to be the set is still up at Universal.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, no,
Jurassic
it's
Park.
technically a Christmas movie if you count all the ash falling from the sky.
Ooh, ouch! It's a make believe movie. We can make these jokes.
Word.
All right, tell us what you think of this game. We have fun doing it, but we're gonna make this one a little quick. Actually, both of these segments, because first we're gonna go over our top 5 overrated Christmas movies. We'll briefly say why, and we'll tell each other whether we agree or disagree. And I can just say we're probably gonna disagree on all these.
Yep. Okay.
Overrated.
So, I'll start with. Are we going overrated?
Go overrated.
Okay. Number 1 on the most overrated Christmas movies. I'm going to get so much flack for this. And I do enjoy watching it, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. It's Elf.
Oh, I flirted with Elf for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Overrated. It's a good movie. I watch it. It's just
it's not his
the
best.
hype.
It is
is
not his
crazy. And it's if you really look at it, it's not that good of a movie. Sorry, John Favreau, but I mean, we still love you.
It's not.
It's overrated.
No, you're 100% right. It has its charming little Christmas moments, but it's not his best. And there's a million other comedy Christmas movies I'd rather watch. I agree with that. My number 1. Sorry, kids. It's Polar Express.
Oh,
I love Tom Hanks. I cannot
that
sit through Polar Express. I find that movie creepy and boring.
I was going to say the animation does not hold up.
No.
And it was like some revolutionary technique that they did too, but it just does not stand the test of time. And then it's, hi, did you know that this is a train from the Long Buckler 440?
And it's Tom Hanks filling it in and, where is she at? Get her back on the caboose. I'm like, what are you talking about, Tom Hanks?
This is a magic train. Yeah, I know it's a magic train. I'm like, shut up, kid.
That's what I said.
Shut up, Steve from American Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, number 2 on my most overrated Christmas list is one that you have guessed 3 times in this past game. It is Bad Santa.
I
cannot. Santa. It is so cringy.
I think it's so funny.
It is. Oh, I don't know. I just don't enjoy. I mean, I'll watch it if it comes on, but everybody that talks about how it's one of the best Christmas movies is either 1, 40, or 2, doesn't know what a movie is.
I think it's hilarious. I've never seen the sequel, though.
Neither have For good reason.
But I guess you're not alone there. That's so funny. Here's where I get all the hate now. It's boring. It doesn't hold up. I don't care. I can't sit through it. It's not fun to me. It doesn't make me feel like Christmas. That's a Christmas story. Yep, I can't sit through it. I find it so boring. It's too long. It's very predictable.
Oh my God. Everybody, that is my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
I'm sorry.
Cannot believe you just said that, but I get it. I get where you're coming from on how it's boring and it's just very slow paced, but I have watched it every year since I was 3 years old.
And I didn't. But when I've only watched it as an adult. I never watched it as a kid. I grew up and it didn't resonate with me. You probably watched it with like your dad.
Oh yeah, my dad. That's one of his favorite Christmas movies.
Where I watched Bad Santa with my dad, watching Santa Claus get by Lauren Graham. So
God, yeah, but I get it. A little pissed, but I get it. Okay, the next one on my list is also the Polar Express.
Nicely done.
We already talked about it. It's just creepy animation. And there's a lot of annoying characters.
Let the hate train continue for me for my number 3.
Yep.
It was on your list that you gave me. It's Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
I'll give it this. I will give it this. In your same argument with Elf, it's not a bad movie. And there's Christmas. Like, I find more Christmas spirit with this movie than I do when I watch A Christmas Story. Like,
sure. But the funny gags in it where he like lights up the house.
Yeah.
And then he has his neighbors next door.
I just think it's just, there's so many of those vacation movies that it's just like, I don't know where it falls for me. And it's
Come on, the opening car chase scene where the guy just keeps flipping him off. And he's just like,
funny.
Don't worry, honey, I got this.
It's just,
I got to stand my ground.
If it's Christmas time, I'm not throwing Christmas Vacation on my list.
But also, how many times are they going to recast the two kids?
Oh, I know.
Like, first it was the guy that played in 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. And then it was Johnny Galecki from Big Bang.
It was Johnny Galecki.
And then now it's Ed Helms. So I don't understand.
By the way,
Christina Applegate.
Underrated, by the way. Let's just get that out of the way. That vacation movie.
Vacation?
Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
A lot of the stuff we can't say because this is a kid show.
Yeah.
Or a family show, not a kid show. That's weird. Okay. The next one on mine, and this is a lot of the same reasons why you don't like A Christmas Story. It's outdated. It's very hard to get into and sit through. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, I will agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm a proprietor for old movies. I love sitting down and watching old movies, but this one is so long and boring, and everybody talks like this. Merry Christmas.
You're going to make a wish when the angel rings that bell. You know what to do, young lady.
Yep, exactly.
I get it 100%. It's not on my list.
It's one of those that if you watched every year when you were a child or you grew up watching it, it probably hits a little different.
And
but
we weren't born in the 40s.
No, I was not.
I do not hate that pick at all.
Yep.
I totally get that pick. This was also on your list, or maybe it was on mine. It's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey is my number 4.
Yeah.
The animation's horrible.
I'm just not a fan of that in general.
That animation style just throws me off. And there's a million other Christmas Carol movies that are so much better, like the Muppet one, or the one with Patrick Stewart, or the Bill Murray Scrooged, or there's 100 million different ones. There's a Dan Stevens one. There's all sorts of different ones.
But for that one, you know what I do like is watching the behind the scenes of Jim Carrey acting.
Oh, he gets
with
into
it. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, he gets into character
where he's just talking all sorts. Where
he's the best part of a movie that I've seen a million times.
Yeah. Well, who's the King's Speech?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth, where he's just where he's just yelling at Colin Firth, and you can totally tell the age difference between those two guys.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, the last one on my list, and this is where I get all the hate from my emo friends. It's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm glad you brought...
Overrated.
I am glad you brought that
so
up.
Overrated.
That is my number 5.
Oh, nice.
First off, it's more of a Halloween movie than a Christmas movie.
And guess what? Keep it Haunted Mansion at Disney in wintertime.
Yeah.
I think a Haunted Mansion Disney themed thing rather than going all out on Nightmare Before Christmas would actually be better.
Yeah.
In my own
We're
opinion.
never going to get that fresh sponsor from Hot Topic.
Nope. Dang it. And I know one of the photographers that works for Hot Topic. Sorry, dude.
Okay. So we move from overrated to underrated.
Now, I kind of use this list as just some of my... I didn't go completely all out on like the Santa Claus or
I didn't
all
either.
the classics. Like these are ones that I know most people don't watch on their normal Christmas movie watch, but I watch almost every year.
Okay. Yeah, I went the ones that I've seen recently mixed with some of my favorites. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, but The Christmas Story is not on this list. That is just the goated one for me of all time.
Totally.
Okay, you take this one first.
Number 1, it's Bad Santa.
Woo!
It's just so funny. It's like watching the first Scary Movie where if I'm drinking something and there's a funny moment,
Eggnog with a shot of Fireball.
yeah, just boom out my nose.
Yeah.
It's just that funny to me.
Yeah, I get it. This one is I don't know. I think it's very niche, and I'm not a big romantic movie watcher. It's just kind of not my thing. But this one, I have two on here. I have two on here that are along the same line. This one is called The Family Stone.
Who's in that?
It has
is that Michael Douglas?
No, it has
That's a Christmas movie?
it has Rachel McAdams in it. It's like Sarah Jessica Parker. It's like the guy has this really uptight girlfriend that he brings home for Christmas, and their family's all really loose. And she has a hard time gravitating towards because she is very uptight and has like a high-rise apartment, and she's very business savvy, and all these guys are like PE coaches or something like that. And she tries to blend into the family, and it's just really enjoyable. Everybody bounces off each other well, and it's just I just like it. We watch it every year.
I've never seen it.
You should watch it. It's good.
Okay,
very good.
This one's a newer one, and I had so much fun at the theater when I think we saw this movie that's on.
Oh yeah, baby! I know we were going with this.
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Such a cool movie.
I didn't even think about Violent Night. It was so sick.
Santa Claus kicking some ass.
Yep. I love that.
That's all it is. It's like Taken with Santa Claus.
Yep. Okay, so the next one on my list has become every year it gets towards the highest and highest ranking on my Christmas list, like movie list, and it's The Night Before.
Oh,
it is
underrated.
I watch it so much that I watch it not in Christmas time. Sometimes
I do too. No,
it's that good.
I watched it on this past weekend again, and it's so
Anthony
funny.
Mackie, Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Michael Shannon.
By the way, the rock star of that movie, Michael Shannon.
Chick from Workaholics. Mindy Kaling. It's so funny, dude. It is so funny.
Yeah, it's that would have been on my list, but I felt it kind of is underrated, huh?
I want to say a few years ago it was definitely underrated. I think it's becoming a staple for Christmas, a cult classic. But I'm still putting it in the underrated slot.
I do not argue that at all, one bit. It's good. So this next movie on my list, it's a new one. I expected to hate it, but I watched it, just because I needed something to watch, and I'm a sucker for Christmas movies, and it ended up being really funny, really good, really heartfelt, very Christmas magic. That's Genie on Peacock, starring Melissa McCarthy.
Ooh, never heard of it.
It is good. It's not like Tammy Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like Melissa McCarthy on her A game, and she plays a genie who's granting wishes on Christmas to the actor who I can't remember the actor's name.
When did this just come out?
A couple weeks ago. It's so good. I recommend anyone watch it if you love Christmas comedies.
Oh, okay. I'll have to give that a watch this year.
Take that.
So number 3 on my list, this goes along the same lines of The Family Stone, and I think this is where you thought I was going to say, and it's Love Actually.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, man, dude. This movie, not only is it very heartwarming, but it is hilarious.
It's
Liam Neeson, Hugh Grant, Andrew Lincoln, the kid from Game of Thrones who is 8 in this movie. Bill Nye, who has a great opening line. He's
awesome.
I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my toes.
It's not that underrated.
No, and the thing is that it's just I don't see it a lot because I don't.
It's underrated in the sense that it's not amongst like the Christmas films, but it is a Christmas film.
But you do see
huge.
Andrew Lincoln's his very famous scene where he's holding up the signs at the front door. And he's doing that. Yeah, sure. I don't want to say it's underrated, but I want to say that it's underrated in the sense. Grand spect of things.
In Christmas sense, I guess.
Sure.
That's true. And that's what this is.
Yeah, because everybody's watching the Santa Claus and everything that has to do something with Christmas, but this one's just about the Christmas time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Love Actually.
All right, my number 4. Every year I tell people to watch this movie. It's Klaus on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
It's Jason Schwartzman.
It has like a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, and it's like the story of the first elf in Santa Claus.
Does J.K. Simmons play Santa?
He does play Santa.
I knew it.
It's so funny, but it's so touching too. Like it's set in like Northern Europe. It's so good.
Right, because it's almost like Klaus.
Yeah.
Santa Claus. Santa Claus, get down.
It's like Norway, Denmark area. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. It's funny. It belongs on your Christmas watch list.
Awesome. Okay, so 4th on my list is something that I had just recently watched for the first time last year, and I just get a kick of it. And it's one of these Christmas movies where you just got to leave your brain at the door and just accept the acting for what it is, and it's Jingle All the Way. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean,
come on, man.
It does not.
I am Turbo Man. Go.
It doesn't.
I got to get the Christmas.
It doesn't hold up, but it holds up.
It doesn't.
It's in the sense that you leave your brain at the door.
And I totally was shocked when I saw that little Anakin was the kid.
Oh yeah.
It was like Anakin, before he got
Sinbad. Phil. I was gonna say Phil Collins. Phil. From the guy who passed away from SNL, he played the other.
Oh,
dad.
Phil. Phil Dart.
No, Phil.
Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. It's I know it. Phil Hartman.
Oh, Phil Hartman.
Yeah. I didn't even need to do that.
Yeah,
wife killed him.
So is that how he died?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his wife shot him.
I did not know that.
Family show.
He unalived. He's
unalived. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, that's a good one. So my last, I get a kick out of it. It's a.
I really hope that we have the same one.
It's a comedy. It's dumb, but it's funny and I love it. And it's a movie about brotherhood. It's Fred Claus.
Yes, my Fred Claus is number 5 for me too.
It's funny. Fred Claus is so good.
Oh my god, dude! You got Paul Giamatti and Vince Vaughn together. You just have some good times.
And Paul Giamatti's having a great year with this movie. That's out, The Holdovers.
Oh yeah, that is so funny. We both at number 5 too.
That's great.
Funny.
Our overrated and underrated were number 5. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's our show. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We're gonna, put all this stuff away and get ready to celebrate the holidays. So if we don't see you guys, on social media, stay safe. We'll see you in the new year, 2024. We got some big things. We got the Disinsider Awards, and we got a brand new episode of the Disinsider Show with a new rumor of the week. That's hot and juicy.
And we have D23 next year. Bigger booth, bigger budget. Probably I'm a little bigger than last year, so
you never know. You never know. We'll work on it.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you want to see more of your boys. Check out News from the Castle podcast. Check out our interviews. Check out our snippets. Go follow us on TikTok. Go follow us on Instagram at News from the Castle. Everywhere else is the Disinsider. And that's it.
And aside from that, hey, producer.
Dun, 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 dun.
Play
and a 1 and a 2.
Sweet.
And a 1, 2,
Christmas
3,
outro
4.
music.
See you later.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.